I don't suppose they told you anything in Denver about the tragedy we had up here during the winter of 1970? I hired a man named Charles Grady as the winter caretaker. And from what I've been told, I mean, he seemed like a completely normal individual. But at some point during the winter, he must have suffered some kind of a complete mental breakdown. He ran amok and killed his family with an axe.
Well, you can rest assured, Mr. Ullman, that's not going to happen with me.
That's right.
Mom, do you really want to go and live in that hotel for the winter?
Sure I do. It'll be lots of fun.
The only thing that can get a bit trying up here during the winter is the tremendous sense of isolation.
Is there something bad here?
I fear you will have to deal with this matter in the harshest possible way.
I believe that I killed you and Danny.
You did this to him, didn't you?
I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains. Here's Johnny.
You have a compound fracture of the tibia in both legs, and the fibula in the right leg is fractured, too.
Guess it was kind of a miracle you finding me.
In a way, I was following you. Seeing as how I'm your #1 fan and all, I've read everything of yours.
You're very kind.
I noticed in your case there's a new Paul Sheldon book.
You want to read it?
You'll never realize what a rare treat you've given me. You dirty bird. Misery Chastain cannot be dead.
Misery Spirit is still alive.
You murdered her! I know you've been out of your room.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Is this what you're looking for?
Whatever you're thinking about doing, please don't do it.
James Caan and Kathy Bates in her Academy Award-winning role.
God's sake!
It's for the best.
Hey, please!
God, I love you.
Misery.
Is it true that most people get attacked by sharks in 3 feet of water, about 10 feet from the beach? Yeah.
Listen, Chief, be careful, will you?
In this town?
You know the thing about a shark? He's got lifeless eyes, his black eyes, like a doll's eyes. When he comes at you, he doesn't seem to be living until he bites you. And those black eyes roll over white. Oh, then you hear that terrible high-pitched screaming. The ocean turns red.
What we are dealing with here is a perfect engine, an eating machine.
This is not a boat accident. There wasn't any propeller. There wasn't any coral reef. And it wasn't Jack the Ripper. It was a shark.
$10,000 from me by myself. For that you get the head, the tail, the whole damn thing.
I'm gonna hide this tape when I'm finished. If none of us make it, at least there'll be some kind of record. Storm's been hitting us hard now for 48 hours. We still have nothing to go on. Nobody trusts anybody now.
You see, what we're talking about here is an organism that imitates other life forms, and it imitates them perfectly.
Thousands of years ago, it crashes, and this thing gets thrown out, or crawls out, and it ends up freezing in the ice.
It could have imitated 1,000,000 life forms on 1,000,000 planets, could change into any one of them at any time.
You're gonna let him give the orders? I mean, he could be one of those things!
This thing doesn't want to show itself. It wants to hide inside an imitation. It'll fight if it has to, but it's vulnerable out in the open. If it takes us over, then it has no more enemies. Nobody left to kill it. And then it's won.
I think you're making a mistake. I think you really want to talk to me.
Sorry, I have 3 other interviews to do before this party's over.
Yeah, but they're not working on something that'll change the world as we know it.
They say they are.
Yeah, but they're lying.
There is a limit, even to the imagination.
Human teleportation, molecular decimation, breakdown, and reformation is inherently purging.
Where our greatest creations meet our deepest fears.
Something went wrong, Seth. When you went through, something went wrong.
You are about to go beyond that limit.
Those weird hairs that were growing out of your back, I had them analyzed. But they were definitely not human.
If you saw how scared and angry and desperate he is.
I'm sure Typhoid Mary was a very nice person, too, when you saw her socially.
No!
You're afraid to be destroyed and recreated, aren't you?
You're changing, Seth. Everything about you is changing.
Oh, no. What's happening to me? Am I dying?
I want to know what's going on.
What does the disease want?
Wants to turn me into something else.
Oh, no.
A fly got into the transmitter pod with me that first time when I was alone.
Don't go back to it. It could be contagious.
I'm afraid!
Don't be afraid.
No. Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Help me. Please, help me.